Ashley. How are you? Oh, we got Teresa in here, living life loving. Kimbra, Ashley, pretty good. How are you ladies doing this morning? It's going to be another hot one in Texas today, probably about 105. We've been getting heat warnings called to us over the phone. That security system calls out and has been telling me every day that we've got a red flag day. That means excessive heat. Gladys, welcome. Oh, Kimber says she'll see us at 11 instead. Well, if we're still on at 11, hopefully we will be. I don't know if we'll have the giveaway done by then or not. So, because I'm going to wait till I can get as many as I can get in chat before I do the giveaway. Not much is up, except I did find out last night that we still do have our stage 3 water restrictions in effect. Because I called the water company yesterday and I told them about getting the letter in the mail with my water bill. And I said, but when I went on the website for the water company, none of the restrictions were posted. It looked like no one was restricted. And I just asked her, I said, I just want to know, am I restricted from watering or am I not? And she said she'd call me back. Of course, I didn't get a call back from her yesterday, but I said I might get a call this morning. But I did check on the website last night, and they did put the restrictions for all the counties back up. So we're still under the stage 3 water restrictions. And I think a lot that has to do with that is the drought we're in right now, because we've not had rain in about 2 months. Everything in my yard looks like a potato chip. So, you know, I'm still, excuse me. I'm still watering with my bucket when I can, and then I'm watering, well, I'm always watering with the buckets because I'm not supposed to use the water hose any day. But one day a week I can water as much as I want, basically, with buckets. And then the other times I water with my compost tea, which I've got about 150 gallons of compost tea stored in containers out there right now. And I think I'm going to get a couple more 22-gallon containers. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, you don't know which direction to get off the fence in when everything's down off the website appearing that the water restriction is gone, and then getting the email telling me that the restriction was going to end the 31st of July, and then getting my water bill the next day and it having the stage 3 restriction posted in it again. So I said, I just wanted to know which one it is. You know, am I restricted or am I not? But it appears I am. So this is 2 years of water restrictions nonstop. And it's getting kind of old. But from what I understand, most of Texas, this whole state of Texas is under water restrictions right now because of the drought. But you know, when you've been under restrictions for 2 years nonstop, it gets pretty old. I've got to watch bushes and trees and a lot of stuff die in my yard because I can't just take the water hose and water it when it needs it. And it's like I told the lady on the phone yesterday, I said, I'm losing a lot of money I've spent in trees and bushes and plants in my garden. And I said, this is ridiculous. Well, one thing about it, I think it's going to deter the home builders, because there's been contractors coming in buying up 25 and 50 lots, empty lots at a time, and they're clearing them and putting a house on each lot, just like they did across the street from me. And then they're putting the houses up for sale. That's how they make their living. And one builder bought, I don't know if it's 25 or 50 lots at one time. And he's been building homes on them, and as they complete the homes, he puts them up for sale. Well, he sold the first 2 pretty fast. But now he's got 2 that he's finished that haven't sold. And I said, I bet a lot of these buyers are finding out about the water restrictions, and they don't want to buy into an area that they're going to be restricted on watering. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. I'd go somewhere where I was not limited. Because, you know, they may put the block grass down in your yards in these new homes, but if you don't keep it watered, it'll die. And it does not come back. I mean, like Bermuda grass, it'll die off, it'll come back every year. But that block grass, that expensive grass that they put in these new homes in the yard, if it dies out from no water, the roots will die and it does not come back. Because we've got a lot of those homes around my area here that have that block grass put down, and their yard is as brown as mine is right now. So they may lose their whole yard of grass because they can't water it. And I've told everybody for years, I don't want grass. I said, in this rocky area, it's pointless to try to have grass to grow, because then you got to water it every week, several times a week to keep it alive, if you can, because a lot of times it gets so hot after you water it, the steam from the moisture just cooks the grass and kills it. So yeah, I'd rather not even have grass. I don't have to worry with it. Come to Connecticut and a lot of water for free. I wish sometimes I had my own well down, but here you can't even put your own well down. It seems like the company that put the subdivision in bought up all the water and oil rights and mineral rights to the property. And when they sold the individual lots to have homes put on it, they did not sell their water and mineral rights to the people that bought the property. They still own all the oil, water, and mineral rights to all this property. So therefore, you're restricted. You cannot put down a water well. Even though a friend of mine that lives down closer to the lake, they built a huge A-frame home, and they put their own well down. They refused to go with city water. They said they were not paying a water bill every month. Even though they knew they were supposed to be restricted, nobody ever done anything about it. But you know, wells are not cheap. You probably have to spend anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 or more just to put a water well down now, if you can find someone to do it. And since we're restricted, I don't know how many of the companies you could find to put a well down on your lot. So there you go. And the lots are small. My lots are 50 by 105 feet if you have one lot. I've got 3 together. And you do have to have your own septic system. And you know, if you put a well down, you've got to have that well so many feet away from your septic for it to be safe, or they won't approve your house to even be put in. So, and their house was already there before they put their well down. So I don't know about all the legal technicalities with all that. Well, good morning, John Ray. How are you this morning? Well, we got 14 watching. It's not too bad. But I figured there'd be a lot more waiting to get into chat by now, since I had it scheduled so far in advance. Well, good, John Ray. Good to hear that you're fine. Slim Twiggy, good morning. Oh, is Vicki Downs in here already? I didn't see her name. It got by me. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the chat when she came in. Oh, I see it now. Vicki Downs. Good morning, Vicki. So what does everybody have going on today? Anything much? I'm going to spend the day trying to stay cool, if that's possible. Good morning, Kimbra. Can we see the giveaway? You think that might get more people in chat? Oh, I got 17 watching. That's it right there. I will be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. Back. Oh no, Rita's Roost is live at the same time. And I think Stephen was supposed to go live at 10. But you know, I can't. Everybody's on YouTube, so it's hard to schedule your live when someone else is not on. So I just do the best I can. Oh, Kimber says she's making crock pot lasagna today. It's pretty good. You probably need to add a little bit more of the tomato sauce than I did. I just added what I had available. But a full quart would work better. Mine wasn't quite all the way up to the top. It was a little over halfway. CB says, oh man, we're not even halfway there yet. Well, we still got time. I got 18 in here. That's your birthstone? Yeah, I only have one of them to give away, so. And I promise you, it will not turn your finger green. And I think this one is a size 8. And it's got detail around the top of the band. Oh, he may have then. Maybe he decided to go on at a different time. Because you never know about him. Usually he's pretty consistent with the coffee show real early. But then other times during the day, he may go on at 9, he may go on at 10, he may go on at 12, it may be 1. And then he's on for several hours when he does go on, so you never really know. Thank you, Gladys. Well, one of you is going to own it after today, so we'll see who the lucky person is. Yeah, I heard that on his morning show because I watched that, and he said he was supposed to get his blocks delivered today. And then I guess when they're delivered, the guy's going to come and start laying blocks for him. That's okay, Teresa. We understand. Your grandson is priority. I know. Usually if there's not one of them on a live, there's another one. So I find myself someday, if I'm not careful, I'm going from one live stream to another, and it pretty much, you can sit there all day and watch everybody's live streams. So, it gets kind of overcrowded sometimes. You just have to go live whenever you decide you want to go because you can't plan around everybody else's. I mean, I try to the best I can, but I also have to pick a time that's good for me to go live, so. I'm watching on my laptop and on my other phone to see how the picture's coming through. I don't like to go live if the screen is all fuzzy and looks bad. I don't know about Slim Twiggy's air quality, but here in Texas it's not good. I mean, when you get about 2 months with no rain in this dry heat, every kind of pollen and stuff is in the air that you breathe. That's why I was getting so sick from allergies and having to resort to wearing a mask, is because you breathe everything in the air right now. I mean, if it would just rain one time, it would clear the air, until it dries out again. I know, Kimbra. You got to take care of your daily stuff. You can't just spend all day watching one live right after the other, because if you do, you'd never get housework or anything done. I find it difficult keeping up with my videos because just going grocery shopping or doing laundry or doing one thing or another that I have to take care of other than doing a live stream or doing a video. And it can take up pretty much your whole day. Yeah, I try to watch as many of the people that I'm subscribed to as I can. Sometimes I don't get in each and every one of their live streams, but if I don't, I try to watch as many of their video replays as I possibly can. And then usually I'll leave a comment in the comment section so they'll know that I was there. I did watch their video. I can imagine, John Ray, you'd go cross-eyed after a while. So I got 3 places I can watch the chat here. So hopefully I can keep up with the chat. Butt gets sore. Oh yeah, late in the evening. I did not message Bloomin', but I did tell her the other day, I did send a message to her because I was chatting with her. And I told her, I said, by the way, I do have a live stream Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock if you're interested or if you can attend. So she does know about it. And if she can pop in, that'll be great. And if not, then, you know, I understand. Yeah, so, you know, she should have got a notification. I know she said she doesn't, but I don't know why she doesn't. If she hit the all notifications bell when she subscribed, she should get all the notifications of all of my videos. First time on chat. How's everybody doing? Well, Cheryl Smith, welcome. I'm doing great. Bloomin' has 150 subscribers. Well, I went to it the first day that I realized she was, you know, had videos posted. And I not only posted one to Facebook, which I did ask her permission first, but then I also subscribed to her channel. Getting off the laptop because I think it's interfering with me. I don't get notifications a lot of these days. Well, I know when you subscribe, you can hit a notification bell, but then later when you watch some of the videos, it also has a all notifications bell. So you can click on that as well. And that is supposed to make sure you get all the notifications on every video posted for that person. I don't know how well it works. Yeah, it says to tap on the notification bell if you want to be notified. And sometimes people just don't realize they need to tap on that bell. Let me go over here and send her a message real quick. But I know she knows about it. I've forgotten. I'll tell her tell her that people are asking about her. So we'll see if she pops in. She may not feel good, or she may be taking a nap. You never know. And that's understandable. She told me when I first made her a mod that she didn't know how many of my lives that she could attend because she was already in the Hodges and Miss Helen's, and with the fact that she's in so many other lives plus her health problems, that she didn't know how many she could attend. But I told her that was fine. just attend the ones that she could, and that'd be fine. So I'm not trying to force her into being, at my lives, each one. I mean, I don't expect it. But I said if she could pop in, that was great, and if not, we understand. Yes, Blooming is really fortunate that she can play and sing. I know I can sing, but I don't play an instrument well enough to be able to sit down and play and sing at the same time. Slim Twiggy says, okay, I'm back. I didn't know you left. Of course, I had to pop out a minute ago myself, so that's okay. Well, looks like I got 20 in here. Where is everybody? Nobody wants anything for free? I figured advertising a giveaway, that far in advance, that people would pop in just to see what was given away. Your phone won't stop ringing. Some days mine, it seems like it waits till I'd go live on the video and then the phone starts ringing off the wall. Okay, somebody asked, what are we doing today or something? And I don't see it now. Just a Southern girl, you leaving us? She says y'all have a good day, so I assume she's leaving us. The guy at Tractor Supply lied to you when you were there. What did he lie about, John Ray? I was there. Well, your name is not put in a hat, Teresa, because you have to answer a question in chat and get the question correct to win. So it's not a drawing. I don't put names in a hat. Oh, you asked what we're doing today. We have a giveaway. And some of them asked me a little while ago what we're giving away, and that's what we're giving away right there. I don't know how well it comes up over the screen, but... And it's a size 8. I'm sure any of you ladies or men would love to have that. You could give it to your significant other or wear it yourself. I don't know what size everybody wears, but it is a size 8. Oh no. He said they was out of flower hearts, and when I got home, I ordered online and they did have them. It's a 60-mile round trip. Well, sometimes though, the store itself might not have it on hand in the store, but they do have available online, so you can order it. Because I've done that with Walmart many times. You go in the store and there's nothing on the shelf, but yet when you go to the website to order it, you can order it, from their website. So he may not have lied to you. Maybe they just did not have it in the store on hand, but yet they did have it available online to order. John Ray Bird says, I got sausage fingers. I've had it for quite a few years. Really? I can't believe that, John Ray. Well, that just shows you sometimes employees don't know what they're doing. He might have not realized he was lying to you. He might have just said, we don't have it, because maybe he honestly thought that it wasn't available in the store. I don't know. Cheryl Smith, that's what size I wear. Well, good. So if you win, you'll be able to wear it. Well, John Ray, if you win it, I'm sure you've got somebody, a family member or somebody that you'd probably like to give it to. Or sometimes if I get a ring that I really like and it doesn't fit, I put it on a gold chain and wear it around my neck as a necklace. Yeah, you should have ordered while you were still in the parking lot. You'd have been right there. He didn't want to carry it. Must have been a pretty heavy bag or container that it was in. John Ray says, oh, I'm good. I'll let these beautiful ladies win. I don't need it. Well, probably nobody really needs it, but it's always fun to win something like that. Yeah, because they don't want to carry it to the store. I went there one time to buy buckets, the 5-gallon buckets, and I went straight to the aisle where they said the buckets were located. I couldn't find any. And they were marked down to like $1.98 each bucket. So you can't beat that. Normally they're like $6 and something a bucket. So when I saw they had them on sale for $1.98, of course I went straight to the store. I was finding those things because I plan in those buckets, and they were the white buckets with the state of Texas picture on the front, the ones I bought. And I asked several people where these buckets were. No one could find them. And finally, I walked around the store looking in other places, and I ran into another salesman. And I knew a lot of them because I worked at Lowe's at one time, and a lot of the workers are still there. And I showed him on my phone app. I said, where are these buckets? I said, I went to where they said they were located on this app, but I said, there's no buckets there. And he said, oh yeah, they're there, but they're up on the high rise. So we went back down to that aisle, and guess what? Those buckets were up top, on that very high rise that you can't reach. They've got to bring in that machine with a lift that goes up to even get to them. And they were completely wrapped with plastic. There was like 100 buckets in one package, all wrapped in plastic. So he wanted to know how many I wanted, and I think I got like 30 of them at that point. So he took that lift and went up and cut that plastic open, and he got me 30 buckets down. And then later I went back several days later, and I bought like 25 more. And I said, well, I don't need any more than that, even though they're still on sale, because, I'm not going to have a spot in the yard to put them if I keep on. So that's how I got those white buckets, that 5-gallon buckets that I planted in. The last ones they were $1.98 a piece, and you can't beat the price. I mean, none of those buckets I've ever seen sold for that price. And I heard one sales lady say, well, we can't sell those buckets for $1.98. They normally sell for over $6. And the other sales lady told us, says, oh, yes, we can because they're advertised on the website that we have them for $1.98. So we have to sell them. And I mentioned it in one of my videos. So some of my subscribers that live locally, or if they have a Lowe's in their area, that they could go check those buckets out if they needed a 5-gallon bucket to make a planter, you know, a 5-gallon bucket planter like I made in the video, or they can just plant in a 5-gallon bucket individually. And a lot of people did go buy them. They don't have them now, though. And the guy, he first said, he said, well, I thought you'd probably want the whole pallet full of buckets. I said, don't I wish? I said, if I had somewhere to store them and had the money to buy that whole pallet full, I would definitely get the whole pallet of 100 buckets for $1.98 each, but I couldn't afford that many. Oh, what happened with Kimbra? I missed that. Hey, I just got a phone call. My friend Carrie passed in his trailer last. Anybody see him was on Saturday. They smelled it outside his door. That is so bad. I'm so sorry, Kimbra. But you know, that's kind of how they found my neighbor that had won the lottery 3 or 4 times. He lived over on this next street from me. Nobody knew he was dead on his porch until his friend went over to see him one day and said they walked up on the porch and there he was laying on the floor of the porch dead. And I'm not sure how long he'd been there. But that was a shame because it was after him and his girlfriend split up. So there was nobody there but him. It was just a good thing his friend went to see him that day and did find him finally. I mean, because like I said, I don't know how long he'd been there. And that same thing happened to my uncle, one of my mom's youngest brothers. He lived in an apartment in New York by himself. And everybody noticed it had been days and days. Nobody had heard from him. Nobody had seen him. He had like a welfare check because he was sickly and elderly. And finally, they went there to do a welfare check and had to get the landlord to open the door. And they found him in the kitchen dead. And he'd been dead for several days. I mean, it was pretty bad. Yeah, it looks like I do have about 25 or so. Well, good, Just a Southern Girl. You're back, and I see, I think Kimbra was still here. I think she was going to leave, but be back at about 11. So it'll probably be 11 o'clock or later before we do the question, because I've just now got 28 people in here, which that's better, but yeah, Kimbra, you have my condolences. I hate to hear that any family member or close friend has passed for anyone. I put it on Facebook, you're having a giveaway. Well, thank you, John Ray. Some people might figure, well, oh, well, it's not going to be much or she wouldn't be giving it away, so we're not even going to spend the time to check it out. But you never know. Gladys says, Linda, I have everything crossed. Let's see how many are watching. There's 27 watching, and there's what? How many in live chat? Oh, got up to 28. I know, and I live by myself. I usually don't have people come into the house to see me. I mean, my kids were basically the ones that came to see me years ago, but now they work so much and they live at least an hour or more away, so they don't get here very often. You know, usually if I see them, I go to their house occasionally. So my son said one time, he said, well, Mom, if I usually get a chat from you about every day or every other day, and he said, if all of a sudden the chat stop, I'll know something's wrong. I said, yeah, but by then it's going to be too late. Because you never know what's going to happen. But I don't live in fear. I said, if I get down and I can't help myself, I can always dial 911, I guess, if I can get to the phone to get help, or call one of my kids, my son or my daughter. Yeah, that's me, John Ray. I don't have people coming to the house anymore. Used to, I had people coming by every day, especially when the kids lived home. You know, their friends were coming by every day, several of them, off and on. He was 54 and died, and his son brought him in Thanksgiving plate, and he never answered the door. Oh, that was terrible that his son found him. Well, my first ex-husband was found like that. He had been complaining with his arm and shoulder bothering him for several weeks off and on. And he put it off as he went fishing at the ocean. He'd never been sea fishing before. And he blamed it on casting the line out and bringing it in so much that it made his shoulder and arm sore. And he thought that's why it was hurting. And he lived alone in the house that he inherited from his parents. And his sister lived next door. Well, she always cooked for him. And she'd cooked breakfast that morning, took him over a plate of breakfast. And he was sitting at the table eating breakfast when she walked out the door and went back across the driveway to her house. And later she went back over there to check on him and pick up the dirty dishes. Well, when she opened the door that led into the kitchen, he was slumped over in the floor. He had a heart attack not long after she brought him breakfast, and he fell over in the floor and died. And she said, if I could have got to him sooner, you know, I might have gotten him help. But she said by the time I found him, it was too late. But you never know, and if something like that's going to happen, a lot of times, even if you could get help, it's not going to help at all. If it's your time, it's your time. So that's terrible, just a Southern girl. You found your sister. That had to be traumatic. Oh my goodness. Well, it's so good that your son comes for breakfast every morning. At least he knows every morning when he comes to eat breakfast that you're okay. So that's a daily check. I have an aunt that they said died in her sleep. They don't know if she woke up and had a heart attack and just died in the bed, or if she went to sleep that night and just never woke up. But they found her in the bed asleep. Somebody went to check on her. I guess she had not come out of the house in several days or something, and somebody went in to check on her and found her dead in the bed. And I said, I guess that's kind of the best way to go, just die in your sleep and not know what's happening. 33 watching, yep, that's pretty good. So maybe we'll get a few more in here. She looked just like me. Oh no, I'm sorry. I want this weather to cool off. I want to be able to go fishing and catch me a catfish. I want some fresh catfish that I catch myself. But no matter what time of the morning or evening you go, it's just too hot. And I think that's one reason the fish are just not biting very good right now. The water's hot with this hot temperature we have every day. So all the fish are going out in deep water. They're at the bottom of the lake out there somewhere where the water's cooler. John Ray said he's got some good catfishing holes. Well, I wish I had some good catfishing holes here. Yeah, nobody knows how they're going to go, when their time comes. But if I could just die in my sleep, that would be perfect. I hate it when you know of people that just lay there and suffer for months on end or days on end before they die. It's terrible. And it's terrible on the family, too, to see them suffering. You have 6 rivers close. Well, we have a spillway down close to Comanche Peak, the nuclear power plant, where all that hot water comes out of the plant. And there's places down there, they said you can just take a dip net and dip up hundreds of tilapia every single day because they get in that pipe and they clog the pipe up. And they said if you go down fishing and you catch those, if any of the game wardens see you throw one of those things back in, they will fine you for throwing them back because they clog up the pipes down there. They want people to catch them and get them out of there. And they say, I've had people tell me that I need to go down there fishing for catfish because they said your limit was 25 a person to take out of there. And the guy that was telling me about it said that his wife and his son, all 3 of them were going that weekend down there fishing, and they intend on coming out of there with 75 fish because they knew each one of them were going to end up with 25 catfish. I said, well, that'd be great if I had a freezer to put them in. But I've never been fishing down there. I don't have a boat. And most people go out in the boat to the edge of the spillway to fish. Except for that one area where they say you could just take a net and dip the tilapia up. But I've never been there, so I've not seen it myself. I've just heard them talking about it. Little buddy's doing fine. I didn't see him this morning, but he was here last night and got him a midnight snack, so to speak, because it was pretty late when he come in and ate. But he was at my door meowing and kind of scratching at the door to let me know he wanted in. So he came in and ate and left. And I've ordered him another case of that canned food. I think it's like 32 cans the case, and it should come today. And I ordered him 10 bags of cat treats. I live in Granbury, Texas, and I live here on Granbury Lake. So I go right down to the boat dock and point where I live that I can fish. That's usually where I go. Or I go to the state park that takes me about 5 minutes to get to, and I can fish from their dock there. But the place I'm talking about that has the spillway, it's probably 20 minutes from here, not quite 20 minutes, down like you're going toward Glen Rose. And it puts you into where the dam is at the nuclear power plant. You're across the lake from it because you can see the power plant on the other side and you can see the spillway. And a lot of people will go out in a boat and fish in the deep water out there and catch tons of catfish. Teresa says, oh, I'm so close to you, I need to come go fishing. Well, you need to wait till the weather cools off, maybe around the 1st of September. I found that the first week in September is a fantastic week to go fishing out here, or it has been in the past. I don't know how it'll be this year. You had the Water Olympics here on the Okie River. Well, that's neat. No, I'm about 35 miles south of Fort Worth. I used to drive to Fort Worth on Newland Drive every day to go to work. Took me an hour to get up there. You're 13 miles from Lake Leon in Ranger. Well, see, Granbury is on this lake. It was a man-made lake because when Granbury first started the town, the lake wasn't here. It was just the Brazos River going through. And then back, what was it, in the early 70s, I think, they came in and dug it out, made it wider and longer, and now we have a 35-mile long lake, man-made lake, right along the Brazos River. Teresa, where are you at? I'm in Euless. Oh, you're in Euless, Vicki? I know where Euless is. I just hardly ever go up there. And if I do go in that area, I'm usually with my daughter and she's driving. I'm not. I don't like to drive up around that area. It's too crowded, too much traffic. Yeah, I used to drive to work every day to the office where I worked. And it was on the corner of Newland Drive and Old Granbury Road. And the office moved further into Fort Worth. And then their main office was up across from Six Flags. And I didn't want to go to either one of them, so I just left the job. And I'd been with them for almost 10 years. Between Fort Worth and Dallas. Yep, that's right. Euless is up there between Fort Worth and Dallas. Up there where the traffic is so congested. And you got so many highways crossing and going up together, you don't even want to drive in there. Unless you really know your way around. Yeah, we got 39, so maybe we'll get more. It dropped to 38 for some reason. You went to visit a sister in Sulphur Springs. I've been out towards Sulphur Springs a few times, not many. But I'll be right back. Give other people a few more minutes to get in here. I'm back. I thought I heard something at the end of the house, but didn't see anything, so. You have to leave, Cheryl? We've got 36 in here. Well, if you're not gone too long, you may get back before I give it away. Let's hope you get back before I give it away, Cheryl. Oh, 1 month old tomorrow. Taylor Marie has no daddy. How sad. But you're a Nana. That sounds good. Well, thank you, John Ray. Maybe they'll pop in. I show 36 people in chat right now. Or 36 people watching. Yeah, it's still climbing, so we'll wait a little bit more before I do the giveaway or ask the question. I hope everybody's been watching the videos, because the question I'm going to ask, you got to have the correct name of it. Not just part of the name. You got to know the complete correct name of what I'm going to ask you. So if you don't know, you need to be checking the videos. CB Ricardino says he's watching on 2 different devices, iPhone and iPad. Sound like me. I was watching on 3 a little early, and I finally just turned the laptop off because I was afraid the Wi-Fi with the laptop was interfering with my camera, which it does sometimes. Let's see. We've been on an hour, so do we have any more showing up? She's spoiled already and doesn't know it. Oh, I know. It doesn't take long. A matter of days and you got one spoiled. Tim's watching in his bedroom. I thought he was asleep. Well, it can be about both, the item that I'm going to ask the question about. Oh, you're going to have your first great-granddaughter in October. How neat. I don't have any great-grandchildren yet. Like I said, I've only got one granddaughter. She's not married. She turned 21 this summer, but she's not married, so... You have a 1-year-old great-grandson. How cute. WNC Granny, hello. Glad to have you come in the chat. Well, that's okay. I just hope you're in when I ask the question for the contest. Yeah, it's kind of a combination of both, the garden and cooking, because you grow it and you can cook it. So that's not any help, is it? Yeah, you do. You need to get him to go ahead and subscribe, Just a Southern Girl. Do we have everyone in chat? I know there was a few people that said they were leaving and coming back, and I don't know if they've come back or if they're still gone or what the deal is. Because we've already waited 1 hour and 5 minutes. I don't think I want to keep everybody in suspense much longer. I want to go ahead and do the giveaway. John Ray didn't tell you that B12 would give you energy. Oh no, that's sad, Gladys. I'm sure they do. I'll wait another 5 minutes and then I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway. We're back up to 37. CB Ricardino says, yes, let's do this. Do I have a number 38 to pop in? John Ray says, I lost sound. I don't know why that happened. Nothing's taken place on my end. WNC Granny says she can hear me. Yeah, nothing's happened on my end. It shouldn't have lost sound. Okay, I'll tell you what. We got 37 in chat right now. I need 37 thumbs up. I've only got 27 showing. So if you have not hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button. And as soon as we get to 37 thumbs up, I'll do the giveaway. How's that? I mean, I know there's 37 of you watching, so you should be able to get up to 37 thumbs up real easy. Got up to 25. 12 more thumbs up to go. Yeah, thumbs up, please. Come on, there's more of you that did not hit the thumbs up button that are in chat. Hit the thumbs up. And I know Gladys might not be able to, so it may be 36. Because I think she said she watches on her TV. Well, I'm up to 39 watching now, so that's even better. Angie popped in. Hello, Angie. We're getting ready to do the giveaway. Won't be much longer. Oh, you hit the thumbs up when you came in, CB Ricardino? I did. I have a tab. Oh, okay, Gladys. That's good. Back up to 39 people watching. Okay, I'm not going to keep y'all in suspense any longer. April Flowers, hello. Welcome to chat. We're getting ready to ask the question for the giveaway. And like I told everybody, you can't have part of the answer. You got to have the complete, correct name of what I'm going to ask to win. We're up to 40. Goodness. That's fantastic. Teresa, hello. 42. We may hit the 50 if we keep on. 8 more to go and we'll be at 50. Well, maybe not. If you even watch some of the most recent videos that I did, you may know the answer. You just don't realize it. Well, back down to 41. You see 42. Well, I saw 42 a minute ago, but it dropped to 41 for some reason. Somebody popped in and somebody popped out, I guess. I don't know. And we got Pat that came in. Ricka Bonnie, I know I destroyed that name. I can't say it. But welcome, Pat. And got Angie popped in. That's 43. Good. We might hit the 50. Well, that's okay, WNC Granny. The count doesn't know that. They just know there's 2 viewers. Now, Vicki, why are you guessing an answer before I ask the question? You spoiled it for everybody else. Now no one has a chance to win because I'm going to have to ask a different question. So you didn't win, you lost by jumping in there telling the answer before I even asked the questions, because you took away the chance anybody else had of answering it. And that's not cool. And I don't know how you even guessed that that was what my question was. Oh, well, now I've got to come up with another question. Let me look back on some of my videos because I'm going to have to find another question now. because I can't let someone just pop in and tell an answer or guess at an answer and get it right before I even ask the question, because that takes away everybody else's chance to win. And I've got to be fair about it. Oh, let's see. Okay, I've got another question. Okay, here's my question. Since Vicki already gave away the answer before it was asked, I can't use that one. But I cooked something about 4 or 5 days ago for breakfast. What was it? First one to give the answer wins. Nobody knows? April Flowers won. She's the first one I see in chat that said breakfast burritos. So April won. April, if you'll send me your mailing address, I'll go ahead and get this ring mailed out to you because you're the winner. And I'm sorry, Vicki, if you'd have just waited at least until I asked the question before you hit that send button, you'd have won. Because you definitely knew the answer, but I hadn't asked the question yet. But April, please go ahead and email your mailing address to me, or either send it in Messenger through Facebook. Either way will be good. I mean, I'll get it, if you send it through Messenger and Facebook, or if you email it to hauserlinda49@gmail.com. I'll get it either way. But April was right. I've got one. Gladys said steak. Just a Southern Girl said sausage tortillas, and that's not right. But April was the first one that said breakfast burritos, and that's what I cooked. I'm so sorry, Vicki, but I hope you understand. When you pop the answer to a question up and it's the winning answer before I even ask the question, that gives no one else a chance. So I can't go with that one. I had to ask another question. Yeah, I noticed that. I've got a super chat. Let me go back. Kimbra Basin, $50. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much for that super chat. It will go to you, good use, I assure you. I'm going to write her name down so I'll remember that April did win it, if I can find my pen. I hope you can wear a size 8, April. Yeah, but that lucky guess, she'd have won if she'd have just waited. If she'd at least waited till I asked the question, she would have won. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I feel bad for her because she did have the right answer, but she popped it in before the question was asked, and that took away everybody's chance at winning that might have known as well. So I hope you understand that I couldn't give it to Vicky because she popped that answer in before I asked the question, and that took everybody else's chance away from them. So I mean, I had nothing else I could do but come up with a different question. But April Flowers did win. She guessed the answer, and I probably shouldn't have even given hints before Vicky popped that answer in, because then she would not have even been able to guess at it. So but anyway, we've been on here for about almost an hour and a half. We've done the giveaway. So I'm sure everybody has other things to do. Let's see, I'm missing something in chat here. The house in my videos is Angie's house. You have a good day as well, Annette. And like I said, we've been on here for almost an hour and a half. We've done the giveaway. Sorry, I apologize, But next time, even if you know the answer, type your answer in the bar and wait till the question is asked before you hit send. That'll give you a chance to win as well, because you would have won if you'd have just waited. Well, thank you, April, for being in chat today. Just make sure you get me your mailing address. Everyone have a great, fantastic day. Stay cool. That's what I intend to try to do, because it even gets hot in this house in the afternoon around 3, even though the AC runs constantly. And tell everybody to like, share, subscribe to my videos. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.